Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito Extra Beef. My name's Darian.
My name's Landon.
And today we have, for the first time ever, a brand new movie to talk about. Well, maybe not brand new, but it came out a few weeks ago. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I saw this movie the day after it came out, well, the day of it coming out, actually. And then, Landon, you literally just saw it.
I just saw it, so it's fresh in my mind, and I'm very, very excited to talk about it today.
Yes, I have been waiting to talk about this.
I know you have. I saw it now. Hopefully, I can see Eternals on the opening weekend, and hopefully you can too, and we can just get to that as fast as possible.
Yeah. Pardon if I mishear anything that you say throughout this, because I can only hear out of one ear of these headphones right now. And so I just thought that you said turtles and not Eternals. Then I was like, oh.
We will see Turtles this weekend, and it's going to be great.
But going into this movie, by the way, spoilers for Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, but this is a full spoiler episode, so deal with it. What were your thoughts going into the movie?
Obviously hearing from you and many other people saying it was great. I had to go see it. The week I was going to go see it, I got sick, and so finally I saw it now. And I was very excited because I kept hearing it was a good. It didn't even feel like a superhero movie. It felt like a martial arts movie.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's great, something fresh, something new, and I'm happy to say I was not disappointed at all. It was fantastic.
I also want to give, how we talked about how we were spoiled for the Venom 2 after credit scene?
Yes.
There's stuff going around now that was fake.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I swear I hope so.
But it could be Sony just saying that. But anyway, back to what we were doing. Yeah. Me going into Shang-Chi was, and they had the whole scene in the movie. It is Shang-Chi, not Shang-Chi. But going into it, I was excited. The trailers made me. Well, obviously, I didn't hear anybody talk about how good the movie was besides like critics or something. You heard like people close to you talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't watch the reviews at all. I wanted to be really, really surprised.
Okay. So, how were you? What did you think whenever Trevor Slattery showed up?
Yeah, I saw him. I saw there was a picture of him at like the red carpet premiere or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that's cool. He's in it. But when I was watching it now, I like completely forgot he was in it. And when he showed up, I was so happy. He's like my favorite in this whole movie. For the little time he's in it, I'm like so happy.
Yeah,
especially the training scene. Like everybody's training, and he's like playing the referee for like these kids playing like football or something.
Yeah, I liked whenever they first introduced him, and Shang-Chi and Katie were talking to him, and Morris came up, who was the best character of this whole movie, hands down. We need a spin off about Morris. He was like, they're like, oh, what is that? He was like, you can say Morris.
I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. You're real.
I love when he's like playing dead. When Morris thinks he's dead, he's like, it's just
my heart dropped when I saw that. I was like, no. But then
how dare you kill Trevor? He's like, it's just a performance, mate.
He's like, it's just a performance, mate. Get down here and play dead with me. And then he just rolled over.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I assume he'll be back, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I love him. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
What if he's in Rogers musical?
No. You know what? Actually, I hope so.
Yeah, I can't believe you see it. You hope not. That'd be awesome if he was in it. I'd be so happy.
So let's see. What would you say was your favorite part of the movie?
Like the whole movie. All the fight scenes were really good. Single Abomination was cool. But,
yeah, he was in it. He was in it for only like 2 scenes, though. But it seems like Wong and him are working together. They're like sparring partners.
Yeah, because after the fight, he says like, you need to work on your hand movements, like how I told you, or something like that.
Yeah.
So So I guess they're like, I guess not friends, but he's training him or something. I wonder if it's going to be like a betrayal type of thing, where he convinced Wong to help him fight, and he's going to like betray him, and then like go fight Hulk or whatever, or She-Hulk.
Yeah, I had read a theory about that after credit scene, by the way, with Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel, that maybe Bruce went over to Strange and Wong and asked for help with splitting maybe Bruce and Hulk in two. So now they have Hulk and then you have Bruce.
Bruce can go die. I just want. That's cool. That end credit scene is super weird.
Well, let me talk about this. About the end credit scene. I think it sets up Eternals. And they talk about in there, he's talking to Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel, Wong is, and there's like, have you ever seen anything like this? And Banner's like, no, it's nothing made out of vibranium, and doesn't match any known substance on Earth. And Captain Marvel's like, there's nothing like it out here in space.
Like and
then she leaves, like, oh well. And then,
sorry, go.
Yeah, and then they're looking at it, and they said it's over 1,000 years old. So it was around before even when Wu or the Mandarin was around. And they found out that there was a beacon and there's like something going on. It's signaling something in the rings. Yeah. And what that is, have no idea. I think it's the Eternals because, get this, there are 10 Eternals and there are 10 rings.
Oh, you think each Eternal has like one ring?
Yeah.
It's a one? Ooh, okay.
And
and that's the next movie too. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's actually a pretty good theory.
Yeah, but then Captain Marvel leaves, and she's like, "Bruce can give you my number." And he's like, "I don't have her number."
I guess the beeper. She'll give you the beeper, I guess.
But they were talking, and Bruce Banner tells Shang-Chi and Katie, "Welcome to the circus," basically saying you're Avengers now. Or he's an Avenger. I don't know if she's counted as an Avenger or not. I doubt it. But
that's cool though, because I really like him. I was thinking, I'm like, man, I'm nervous. I'm not going to get into this character. They're like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy the fight scene. He's going to be a cool guy, but I don't know if I'm going to like him as much as like Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But again, I'm happy to say, I love him. I love Shang-Chi.
Yeah, he's really He's really good.
Fight scenes were great in the movie, but as answering your question earlier, my favorite scene in this movie was probably the bus.
Yeah, that was good.
I know it's probably just like an easy one to say. It's like, well, you saw it and everything. I'm like, yeah, it was great. It was really good though. He had some good comedy in there. It was fun.
Let me go back. I'll tell something about that bus scene in a minute, but let me go back to the after credit scene real quick. The end of it is my favorite part. Wong is telling him like, good luck, you gotta be prepared. And then he says you should probably go home, get some rest. You have a long journey ahead of you. And then he goes, yeah. Or and then it cuts to them and Wong singing Hotel California on karaoke.
Oh yeah. That was awesome. I was, for some reason, I thought Bruce was there with them singing it. I'm like, dude, there's no way. But no, it was just Wong, Katie, and Shang-Chi.
Yeah. The main thing I was excited to hear everyone's thoughts of was you and Spillman both talked about how you did not like Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
Now they have fixed it.
Yes. We think, at least.
Possibly. But I'm pretty sure if he's back, because they said he combined Bruce and Hulk into one. But now he's Bruce again, so that would mean that he could turn back into Hulk, the evil big Hulk, I guess. I don't know.
I just like Hulk being just like this raging machine. He is like almost uncontrollable. Like he like means well, but it's just funny.
Yeah. And let me talk about, since you said you weren't able to see the final after credit scene that much. Let me talk about that one. So you open up with Shai Ling, I think that's how you say her name, Shang-Chi's sister, and she's in there at the compound looking at a picture of her mom. And then Razor Fist comes in, the guy with the sword for an arm, and he tells her something. I can't remember what. She walks out and she sits on her dad's throne, and you see Razor Fist standing there beside her, and the guy that was running the fight club that she owned, like that walked Shang-Chi in there. They were both there, standing to either side of the throne, and all these girls were practicing like fights, and there were some guys on the other side practicing. And then it zoomed out over the compound, and they were building satellites on it, but like spray painted pictures of his Shang-Chi's sister. And then it pops up with the picture of the 10 rings, but it's got like a flower and a skull in the middle of it. And it says, the 10 rings will return.
Yeah. Do you think, I mean, obviously, it's probably a stupid question to ask, but do you think they're still evil, or do you think they've like turned over a new leaf and they're like a good, they're an army that helps out?
I think they might be a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's kind of, because Shield is sort of, they're good, they were, but they're like, some things they did were a little messed up. It could be something like Shield. I don't know.
Very interesting though. I wonder, do you think they'll return in, or do you think that we just haven't been announced of a movie yet?
I don't know. I think Shang-Chi 2. They did say, the director of this did say that there are a few characters that he is considering spin-offs for. And I'm thinking Trevor and Morris, the Disney Plus show.
I hope so. That would be like I'd be really happy about that. Like it could be like another one of those like one-shot things where it's just another one-shot of Trevor, and he's just like, I don't know. It just shows like his like career. It's like nothing like really good.
I really thought they were going to kill him.
I'm glad they did.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't either. But let's see. So you said your favorite part was the bus scene. There was a character on the bus. He was the one recording the fight.
Yes, he's the guy from Spider-Man.
He's the guy from Spider-Man.
Yeah, do a flip.
Yeah.
I love the line. He said, he's all like, so I took martial arts when I was younger, so I'm going to kind of rate this fight. Or something like that. That was good. That and fighting on the side of the building was really cool, too.
The scaffolding, yeah. I think my favorite fight, I mean, the side of the building one's up there, but I think the final fight, like the whole thing, whenever Shang-Chi gets the rings from his dad and like that whole fight, I just love the Mandarin, like you said you did too, and
he was a really good villain.
Yeah, I am mad that they killed him off, but
I'm glad to say he's like in the good group of villains. The problem is they keep the ones that are not really that good alive, and they kill off the great ones.
That's true.
Ones I noticed this, and I hate it, but it's it's whatever. I hope maybe he could return in some way, not as like an antagonist, because I don't know if that would make sense. But maybe return somehow, maybe like a flashback or a something. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Now it's been a little bit seeing the movie, so I'm kind of like going through it online, trying to remember stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Shang-Chi, I don't think they could have picked a better actor to play him.
Oh, yeah.
He seems like, and I've seen in interviews and stuff, he loves that character.
Mm-hmm.
And
he wasn't really he didn't really have many movie roles before this. He mostly did like I saw everybody's posting pictures of like the stock. He's like in these pictures, like these stock photos or whatever.
Yeah, he used to model for stock photos before he did acting.
Everybody's like posting it. I think it's like hilarious, and he's like laughing about it too. It's kind of cool seeing someone that ain't really do much into becoming a big, superhero.
Yeah,
and I think it's really cool. So maybe we should audition for a superhero movie. I would like to do the next Mr. Fantastic, please.
Okay, so if Shang-Chi as a character, where does he stand for you? Like, I know you said you like him. You really liked him. Is he close to being one of your favorites?
Yeah, a lot.
For me, it's him as my favorite, and then also Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, right. I mean, if they're part of like the next event, I mean, obviously he's part. I mean, they've already considered him an Avenger, and they even set an end credit scene.
Yeah,
This gives me more hope for Avengers 5 of it being really good.
Yeah.
You know, again, I was nervous because obviously you ain't having, Steve Rogers up there and Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, those are two big guys, and who knows if Thor will even be there?
That's true.
Cause like Chris, I mean, they might have Jade.
I was thinking that he might be dying.
You think Thor's gonna die
in Thor 4?
Thor 4? Oh, I'm gonna hate that. I'm gonna hate that.
That'd be so sad.
That's gonna really suck. It sucks because like I never cared for Thor up until I liked him in the Avengers movies, but I always hated his solo films.
Yeah, did you hate Ragnarok?
Oh well, besides Ragnarok, of course. Ragnarok is super good. But like obviously Thor 1 was okay. Thor the Dark World was not. I didn't think it was that good. It sucks because it's like a very important movie.
Yeah.
With was it Reality Stone or whatever?
Mm.
So it's gonna suck to see him die. But I mean, we got Sam as Captain America, and I really love Sam. We'll probably have Winter Soldier as well, and obviously Shang-Chi. Do you think Katie will be part of the group in some way?
I doubt it. She doesn't really have any redeeming qualities other than she can shoot a bow and arrow and be annoying.
Besides, Hawkeye can shoot a bow and arrow.
That's true.
He's part.
But she's not like a Hawkeye can hit every shot. He doesn't miss. That's his thing.
Yeah, she gets lucky, I guess. Yes, but I guess Kate will take in that position. But I'm excited to see him. He I would say he's in like my top 10 for MCU characters right now. I don't know where exactly he's placed exactly, but I really do like him.
So let's see. I had a question, and then I just lost it. Oh man, I really don't remember.
I want to point out. I want to point out real quick. I hate it when some movies do this. It's like once the character becomes something greater, their whole personality changes, and it doesn't even feel like the same character.
Yeah.
In this movie, obviously he's probably more responsible now, but he still has fun. He went to still go do karaoke. And just party. And it sounds like a good sense of humor and stuff. So I really appreciate the film for doing that.
I remember what I was going to say. I was very surprised that Val didn't make an appearance.
Val. Who's that again? Sorry.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
I'm sorry. I need more context. I don't remember.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Oh, Val. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Okay, sorry. That's the girl that's like recruiting. They recruited Black Widow's sister, right?
Yeah, I thought that she would show up and recruit Abomination.
Yeah, you mean Elaine from Seinfeld? That's who.
Her name's Val.
No, her name's Elaine. Okay. It's a Seinfeld joke.
We're not supposed to call her Val though, because she said in fucking Soldier, "Don't call me Val. Say it in your head."
What do we call her?
Valentina.
Valentina. Oh,
or technically, it's Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
That's too long. I'll just call her Val. That's too long. Yeah. You thought she was going to recruit Abomination?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of. Man, that should have been a second. Oh no, never mind. Both end credit scenes were probably pretty valuable to do.
Well, the second one was a little less, but the first one definitely was.
Mm-hmm. The first one leaves like a lot of like, what? Okay.
So this movie is our first MCU Phase 4, like after Endgame, first ever. Well, no, Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm not going to count Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm counting like starting from WandaVision, this and to where we are now and further is the new part of the MCU. It's like this is a big continuation. This is our first post-blip movie in Phase 4.
Yes.
And we see signs throughout the movie of like post-blip anxiety, you are not alone, posters, and There's stuff like that.
I honestly completely forgot that like the whole snap happened because he's all like, because obviously you have that scene in the beginning where Shang-Chi and Katie are hanging out with like their friends or whatever at like a bar, and she's all like, she's like, yeah, any minute half of the world can be gone, and I'm like, what is she talking about? Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, it's a Marvel movie. So I completely forgot this is a whole MCU film because it doesn't even feel like it. It feels like I'm just watching a great martial arts movie.
Okay, wait, I just saw something. I was reading some Easter eggs from the movie. If you keep an eye, a close eye on the Golden Daggers Fight Club, so the club where they had the fights going on, because it includes a number of cool Easter eggs. One particularly interesting fight is between an extremist-powered soldier from Iron Man 3 and a Black Widow, giving a sense of the superhuman scraps that take place there. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
I remember the scene where this picture's from.
I remember the only other fights I remember seeing there was like it was in the background, and it was like a sumo wrestler or something going up against this one guy. He just slams him against the wall. Oh, yeah, that's the only thing I remember. Besides that, I didn't see when I was watching. I didn't see a Black Widow and a what are they called again from Iron Man 3?
The extremist soldiers.
Yeah, extremists. Yeah, I didn't see that.
I remember this picture, but I don't remember anything else. But yeah, obviously Abomination makes a return. We'll see him again in She-Hulk.
Yeah, I'm excited because I thought he would talk, but he must have just growls.
Yeah.
I thought we would hear what's his name? It's not Edward Norton. That's not his name. Do you remember his name? The guy who played Abomination, and he's gonna play him in She-Hulk.
Tim Roth.
Yeah, Tim Roth. Yeah, I thought we were gonna hear his voice. I got kind of excited for that, but no, Abomination just growls, and I'm like, okay.
Let's see, in Xi Ling's Fight Club, the Madripoor flag is painted on the wall, but it's easy to miss. It says Madripoor is basically the most Eisley Cantina of the Marvel Universe. Well, we first saw it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Obviously, they went there.
Yeah.
And Sharon Carter is doing her stuff there. Or no, she's back in America now. Death Dealer was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was funny. He's trying to just sign on. He's like, yeah, you just signed on to the fight. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, take your shirt off.
He's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mandarin.
Trevor. I can't get over of how excited I am to see him again in like another movie. Yeah. Whether that would be like a good side character or heck, Shang-Chi too. That's so hard to say. Shang-Chi. I don't care. It's like so hard to say.
You get used to it.
I better get used to it. I might need to watch the movie.
Ta Lo. I want to talk about that. The place, the mystical realm or whatever it is that they go to. There's like weird Pokemon looking thing.
Yeah. I swear, in the trailer, I thought that dragon was Fing Fang Foom. And I was all like, holy crap, he's in this movie. But you told me, no, that's not him at all.
Yeah, that was the Great Protector. Let's see. This brings me back because you mentioned Fing Fang Foom. Let me look up a thing real quick. The after credit scene, just to read what people are talking about. But there was some connection I read to the rings and Fing Fang Foom, like that could be in the movie.
What would that be?
Let me see if I can find it. I might not be able to, but they said like the rings were created by, which the rings themselves, I like what they did. I think it was just, I know they've turned them into like arm bands, whatever, just to keep them not like the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that what they did? Because I remember, I think it was you telling me why they changed it. They didn't want to like the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What does the Shang-Chi mid-credit scene mean? It says, A mid-credit scene of Shang-Chi is about as epic as it comes. After Shang-Chi and Katie leave with Wang, this is Wang, they arrive at what appears to be Doctor Strange's home. While there, we see Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel gather together looking into the Ten Rings. So Shang-Chi and Katie are meeting the Avengers. While together, the Avengers squad dissects the Ten Rings, looking into their power and what makes them tick. They discover that there's something at the center of the rings that is acting as a beacon, calling out to something. Captain Marvel then splits off to another crisis across the stars, as always. The Avengers then welcome Shang-Chi and Katie to the circus. The first one. The second one, so there were rumors that War Machine was going to appear in the mid-credit scene, but it did not happen.
Yeah.
But the end credits, it's different than slightly different than the mid-credits moment, but it's still a big sign of what's to come in the MCU. The scene shows Xialing sitting on the throne of the Ten Rings group, leading the soldiers, but unlike previous generations, most of the training soldiers are women, a sign that the army will be taking on a new direction. And that's it. That was a short article. We found that one. Here we go. How it ties in. All right, here we go. So the cameos come from Brie Larson and Mark Ruffalo, Captain Marvel, and Bruce Banner. Banner's arm is still in a sling, which is true. He did have that sling, and he had that at the end of Endgame, so his arm seems to be permanently messed up.
Yeah.
So maybe they did split Hulk and him.
I didn't see that, but I guess that is. And I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Mm-hmm. I remember that from when I watched it, and I just read it here. So that means maybe they did split Hulk and Banner in two, because Banner's arm's messed up now, so he'll act as the scientist helping everybody, and then Hulk will be the muscle.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So what was with the bar? Or was that a rumor, or was that like confirmed?
That's still it was on a production shirt for She-Hulk.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see. We can date Shang-Chi as being set relatively soon after Endgame. They may be two of the, which if that's true, then the sling makes sense. But they may be two of the biggest brains in the Avengers, but both are baffled by the rings. They can at least deduce that the mystical metal hoops are many thousands of years older than anyone realized. In the comics, the origin story of the rings is that they contain the souls of alien warriors from the planet Maklu, home of dragon-like beings, including the popular comic character Fin Fang Foom. In the movie, our heroes realize Shang-Chi's use of the rings has sent some sort of signal. There's a beacon beaming into the cosmos, but who will answer? Marvel then hops off some interplanetary business, leaving Banner and Wong to officially induct Shang-Chi and Katie into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There's a long journey ahead of you, warns Wong, or as Banner puts it, welcome to the circus. All that's left then is to seal the deal with a spot of karaoke, and Wong enthusiastically joins in with a round of Hotel California by the Eagles.
That's how you do it.
And this kind of puts up what you were saying right here. After the credits comes the second scene. This time it's Xialing, who takes us on stage. We rejoin her putting away childish things as she takes down the posters covering her childhood bedroom. She's supposed to be wrapping up her father's terrorist affairs, but instead takes his throne and ushers in a new era for the Ten Rings organization. An era of graffiti and hip-hop, with Razor Fist joined by her old Fight Club sidekick and a new army of martial arts trainees. Let's get started, Xialing says ominously. We've got a lot of work to do. The film ends with the caption, the Ten Rings will return, but now that they're under new management, will they be friend or foe for Shang-Chi and the Avengers? Love that. Shang-Chi and the Avengers. Yes, he's an Avenger now. Happy for
Yes, I'm happy. Happy about that.
But I was saying before we started getting into that, Ta Lo, that place, Thor goes there a lot in the comics. It's one of the God realms.
Yeah, okay.
And so I think it'll be back. Probably Shang-Chi too. I doubt anything else.
Yeah.
What is this? As noted by Mateo, Wenwu claims the gate to Ta Lo opens only on Qingming Ji. I could be saying that wrong. Qingming Ji, allowing viewers to precisely date Shang-Chi in the MCU timeline. Because this happens after Avengers Endgame, Shang-Chi must be in 2024. And this Chinese festival day will happen on April 4th that year. My birthday. The events probably take place from approximately March 29th to April 5th, which means the timeline for the MCU post-content post-Endgame currently looks something like this. Loki, What If, WandaVision, Shang-Chi, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Spider-Man Far From Home. We have not gotten anything past Spider-Man Far From Home chronologically.
Okay.
It's kind of going backwards a little bit.
Yeah, it is weird. Dude, I don't know. I'm hoping. I don't know. Sorry. It's like, what do you? I don't know. So what was happening on April 14th? Say again.
April 14th.
Yeah. Oh, didn't you just say it was like on your birthday or something? Was April 4th?
April 4th is my birthday, and it said the movie takes the time when they go to Talo was on April 4th.
Huh. Okay. Okay. So I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Like about the movie in general.
I was just saying. I was just saying. Oh my god! No, I was saying like April 4th. Okay. So wait. I don't know. I honestly don't know where to go after that. I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
But okay, we're going to do this. We got two things left we can talk about. What if you could change one thing about this movie? Maybe something you didn't like. What would it be?
Either more Trevor screen time or more Mandarin screen time.
Mine would be keep him alive.
Keep Mandarin alive. Or I would have actually liked it if they looked more into like the world they were in. What was the world called again? With like all the
Talo.
Yeah, I would have
space LO.
Yeah, I would have liked it if they did that. If there was more, I don't know. They kind of like. I see there was like a scene where they like walk through like a forest or whatever, and they see like the different creatures there.
No, they were driving. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be great.
One of those creatures was a Pokemon. Like, for real.
Are you serious? Or were they really one of them?
One of them was it looked exactly like one Pokemon.
Are you talking about like the white one or whatever? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I swear. I thought the same thing. I'm like, I feel like I've seen this in like a Pokemon show. Like an episode or something.
They're called, the creatures of Shang-Chi. The unicorn, that's not it. I'm going to find the other thing.
Like the comment Trevor made, he's like, that's a strange horse.
That's one weird looking horse. I love Trevor's just the greatest.
Yeah.
Well, I can't find it because there's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, like I said, one thing I would like to change would have been the death of Wenwu, but alas, it still happened. If you could rate this movie out of 10, how would you rate it?
Honestly, I'll give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, like the. I don't know. I don't really hate anything about the movie, but it's not like a 10 out of 10 or like a 9. I don't know.
It's a 9 for me.
It's a 9 for you. Yeah. For me, it's just not a 9, but it's like a. I'll give it. I don't know. I give it an 8. I feel comfortable with an 8. The final battle scene of this movie was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool with Mandarin and you know who else. With each of them having the 5 rings and just battling each other. I thought it was cool. And him using his mother's technique to fight him, the Mandarin. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really thought that that lady that was there in Talo, that was his aunt. I thought it was his mom. And I was like, why are they not hugging each other and all this stuff? But they were like, and then she said, "You're my nephew" or something like that. And I was like, "Oh,
yeah." I thought that was his mom too. I was like, "Oh crap, the mom's alive." But no, I mean, I was like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah. But you gave it an 8, and I gave it a 9.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I wish I could give it higher, but I don't know. I feel comfortable.
You got the 0.5s.
We do have. I don't know. Like I don't know. I feel comfortable with an 8. All right. Hey, I'm gonna stick with an 8.
Right.
I mean, maybe we'll change in the future. We'll go higher, maybe an 8.5 or a 9. But I don't know. I feel comfortable with an 8 right now.
So, can you officially say that you are excited for the future of the MCU?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I was not very excited for a long time. I love the shows, and I was like, yeah, it's cool setting up. But I wasn't excited for Young Avengers, because I'm honestly, I don't know about you, but I mean, I've been there day one with Iron Man releasing, and I guess you too.
No, I was not.
Well, I mean, it don't matter. It doesn't matter because everybody was an MCU fan, and it was hard seeing the big ones go, like Captain America, or Captain America, Iron Man just be gone, and I was like, man, I know there's more people besides them, but luckily, again, this movie gave me very high hopes. So I'm very excited to see what happens.
Better than Black Widow?
Yeah. Oh yeah, way better than Black Widow. I hated Black Widow. That's what I was very sour because I'm like, man, if Black Widow is like the rest of these MCU movies coming out, I'm gonna scream, and I'm like, I'm just gonna not. I can't take it no more. But no, this movie was really good. This has me really excited for Eternals, even more. And I was already excited for it.
Yeah.
For it.
So now we got Eternals is next, November 5th. About a month. Well, less than 2 months. Still have
November 5th. I just want to point out real quick. I think we're going to get the Spider-Man trailer on October 23rd. I just want to point that out real quick.
We were supposed to get a Miss Marvel trailer today or tomorrow.
I don't think it's going to be today as we're recording this.
No, but tomorrow, Mondays and Fridays, we normally post trailers.
I guess Monday's a possibility. I don't know. I want to say they would release it right around the time where Hawkeye's getting ready to come out or something, but
yeah.
But I
kind of need it. But
it's just whatever happens, and I will be there watching it.
So, I ain't got nothing else to talk. Oh, what is this? DC Comics posted, the car makes the hero jump in the driver's seat with a look at the iconic Batmobile before DC fandom. That's the old 1960s Batmobile. All fans welcome on October 16th.
So isn't DC fandom like October
16th?
Yeah, okay. So I'm ready for this. Very excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what that is purely because obviously the Batman and some of the games coming out.
We're definitely going to have to make an episode about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah. We are. I kind of want to do an extra beef about it.
Yeah, when is October 16th? Let me look. September 19th. Now we have less than a month. October 16th is on a Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, cool. So we will be recording a regular episode that night. The next day we can do.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I mean, I'm very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's gonna suck. We can't talk about the big DC news. Maybe we'll skip DC news that day.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, because I think they're gonna kind of hold back for a bit. Like we'll get a few things, but I think they're mostly gonna hold back until it releases.
Get this: if we're doing an extra beef on DC fandom, then the next week we start our first episode. We record our first that next week and record our first episode of the Spider-Man saga. So DC fandom and then Spider-Man for 8 weeks, and then Spider-Man No Way Home comes out.
That's out of any movie. Is that and Doctor Strange, purely because of Sam Raimi, and I love Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. I gotta hear Willem Dafoe say it. Hello, Peter. That's how you will say it. I'm so happy.
That'd be great. Right.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about the movie. Great movie. It's an 8.
Mm-hmm.
8. I'm excited to see him again in the future. I don't know when we will see him again, but when he shows up, I will be there in the seat applauding.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that's all I got to say, and that's all you got to say. So I guess we can get ready to end it.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for joining us this time. Don't know what we're doing next week, but this episode is releasing on a Wednesday. So this upcoming Wednesday for us. So you guys are seeing it. We have another episode of the Comic Book Burrito out you can listen to. We talk about What If Episode 6 and the Hawkeye trailer and just tons of stuff.
Yes.
And I think that's it. And then there will be another episode the upcoming weekend.
Okay. Quick question. When will we do our Spider-Man event again?
It starts on, we'll record it on the 24th, but we'll post it on the 27th.
Okay. Okay. I'm excited about that. Yep. Sorry. I also want to but I also want to point out, we would actually love for you guys to join our Facebook group. I don't know. I think our Facebook group is way better than our Instagram thing.
Yeah.
Purely because, we can interact a lot more, or y'all can share some posts of some funny stuff on there. So just want to point that out real quick. Give good recommendations here. We always do voting there. We all just have a good time. So
yeah, and if you like I said, Facebook it's the Comic Burrito official page, or you can contact me for any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404.
You can also contact me on my Instagram account or Twitter at Spider_Landon, or our official Instagram page at the Comic Book Burrito.
Yeah. And thank you all so much for listening today.
Yeah.
Catch you in the next one.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.